Okay, do you understand how difficult it is to keep going when everything is going wrong? Like just think about that. When every single thing in your life seems to be going wrong, do you understand how difficult it is to keep going? But now let me ask you something else. Do you understand how equally difficult it is to keep going when everything is going right? We basically look at these celebrities, these rich people who we deem as very, very successful, and then we envy them. We think they're living their lives, not realizing that when you get to the top, it is difficult to maintain that level. It's difficult to maintain the lifestyle. I feel like people underestimate the power of complacency. When you really become rich, what incentive is there for you to keep getting out of bed? What incentive is there for you to keep being great? What incentive is there for you to keep on giving excellent? For you to keep on working hard, you know, in your craft? What incentive is there for you to keep on coming out, you know, for you to leave your bed, for you to leave your house, your mansion, your cars? You know, you're rich, you've got everything. But people don't realize that as much discipline as it takes for you to continue going as an underdog, to come up, for you to move forward when nothing is going right, or when you're an underdog coming from the bottom and there's no hope, there's no promise, like you're literally just you're literally starting from zero going up. As much discipline as it takes to move forward in that state, when you're sacrificing sleep, you're sacrificing, you know, money, you're sacrificing you're sacrificing yourself for something that's uncertain. As difficult as it is to keep going in that state, it's equally difficult to also keep going when everything is going right. That's why so many celebrities commit suicide. Why do you think so many? Because when you get to the top, listen to me, when you get to the top, you realize how difficult it is to maintain that. Like, think about just the mansion. Have you ever thought to yourself the logistics of actually looking after a mansion? The actual looking after a mansion, how difficult that is. Looking after the 4 cars, looking after the many people who depend on you if you're rich. You know, it's difficult. It's not easy stuff. Being at the top is not easy. Being at the bottom is not easy, but being at the top is also not easy. So for me, I don't think anyone's got it easy. I don't feel like anyone has got it easy. I feel like the people who are trying to come up, the underdogs, you know, you don't have it easy. You're grafting, you're grinding, you're not sleeping, you know, you're giving your 110%. Is difficult, it's hard. But I just want to remind you that when you get to the top, it's difficult at the top. It's hard at the top. It's lonely at the top. There's people who are just putting their hands out at the top. You have to make sure you maintain the riches at the top. You don't want to be like the millionaires who just get 10 million and then after a year they lose it, because it's difficult to maintain that level. So if the people trying to make it have got it hard, if the people who've made it have also got it hard, who's got it easy? There is a third group of people. People who are content where they are. People who are content in the present moment. People who are grateful for life as it is, with what they have, with where they are. These are people who appreciate the journey more than what they have or where they are. These are people who are just happy, grateful in the present moment. And to do that, you need to realize that happiness ultimately doesn't come when you've made it to the top. Happiness is when you go within and you find everything you need that has already been there, and you're just grateful and you're happy. You're grateful for just being alive, you know, experiencing life in this time, in this day and age. You know, you're just happy in this present moment. Not because you've made it, not because you're married now, not because you've got kids, not because you've got the big house or the fancy car. You're just happy because you are alive. That you've been given the opportunity to express life through your body. That to me, I think, is more important than trying to be the millionaire. The millionaires were not happy. The billionaires were not happy. Millionaires still commit suicide, still take overdoses. The people at the bottom are grafting, they're not happy. The people at the top, they're not happy. So we need to train and teach ourselves how to be happy where we are with what we have in this present moment as we continue to grow and to progress. That's my video, and I'll see you next time.